Brian Williams was on recently. He was talking about
who?
Brian. Another news professional was on and was talking about, the pressure that not only he feels, but, his whole family feels this pressure. They have to be impartial. Of course, you're the opposite tact of that. So what do you think, give us your opinion, what do you think it's going to take to turn the boat around at this point?
Well, I'm more optimistic than most of these gloom and doomers because of the American worker is strong and there's a lot of money on the sideline. So I think that once people start to calm down and say, it might be a level playing field now to invest, they will. So I think we're going to get out of it. But, Barack Obama's got to understand that Americans want a fair government. They don't want the social engineering. And that's where I'm a little bit worried about President Obama. We can't provide cradle-to-grave entitlements for everybody. I mean, you came from humble beginnings. I came from humble. We're sitting here right now, all right? We did it because we worked hard. We got educated. We're honest people. And that's got to be the theme, not that the big government is going to give you everything. So he veers into that area, then we're going to have some problem. If he stays and says, no, self-reliance will get us out of this hard work, and the government's there to protect you from the criminals like Madoff and we're going to protect you from those guys, but you really have to do it. We'll provide the mechanism, but you have to do it. I want to hear more of that.
What about something basic like, don't we all have a right to health care? Or, if,
all right, well, let's do that.
You can't afford health care for your child.
Don't we have a right to health care? Yeah. I mean, I'd say most people would say, oh, yeah, you have a right. Well, then do you have a right to healthy food? Do you?
I believe, especially in the school system, that a child should be able to get at least one fair meal a day.
All right, so you have a right for healthy food, you have a right to health care. Do you have a right to a decent house? You see, it never ends.
I see where you're going.
Right. That's cradle to grave, and that's socialism. Socialism says the government will provide if you can't, all right? We can't do that in a nation of 300 million people. We don't have enough money to do it. So what we have to do is put a safety net. If you get sick, if you're hit by lightning, if something happens in an auto accident or something, we're here to help you. But are we going to give you stuff? We can't afford it unless we seize all the private property like they did in Cuba. Americans don't want that. So I think people have to understand health care should be not there to make money. You shouldn't be making money from people's pain. So the government should oversee it and make sure that hospitals don't gouge.
Oversight and a safety net.
Right.
You're saying there's a compromise.
But to give you health care cradle to grave?
No, I can afford my own health care. I don't need them to give
me no. But what if you smoke 3 packs a day?
That's true.
I'm supposed to pay for your health care because you're wheezing all day long?
That's true.
All right? So
I mean, when it talks about, when you look at kids that their parents can't afford to give them health care. I mean, I think there does need to be oversight and some sort of safety net. I mean, you can't.
Children have to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
All right? But adults have to be responsible enough to make. I believe everybody can make it in America. A lot of people don't. Okay, the left
I know that's
does
true.
it.
My life would only be possible in this country.
Right.
I mean, I'm a waitress from upstate.
I believe everybody can make it, but you have to work hard.
I do believe that. I think especially in America, if you work hard at whatever job you have, my first job was a dishwasher. If you work hard, you will be noticed and something will happen and opportunity will come because that's the kind of country this is.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're on
if you're willing
simpatico
to put
there.